and gentlemen, thank you so much for tuning in to the WBM podcast. This is one of your hosts. It's your boy Mert.
Yo, welcome back, everybody. This is your boy Xfer.
And this is your boy Oscar in the mix.
In the mix. Tell him, Merc.
Guys, we have one hell of an episode lined up for you guys this week.
That's right, guys. We're going to start with the GOAT. And you know what we talk about just soon enough.
Yes, sir.
And then I'm going to go over some anime recommendations that are probably inspired by the GOAT, really.
By the GOAT.
By the GOAT. He is one of them. And that's right, ladies and gentlemen. We're talking about Dune 2. Giving our quick breakdowns of one of the most cinemas moment currently going on right now.
Did you get the popcorn bucket, though?
I only went for the popcorn bucket.
As written.
I watched the highlight review of the
As written.
Yeah. All right, you guys ready?
I'm ready.
Let's go!
Lisan-al-gaib.
And we're back for another week, fellas.
We back, boys.
We're back on tough news, man. We're tough on a rough week, a rough start of the spring.
Yep.
Yes.
One of the greatest of all time has reached the dragon. What's it called? The
Other world.
The other world. That's right. On his way to go meet the Kami-sama.
The Kami-sama.
Mm-hmm.
The good old rest in peace Akira Toriyama, man. One of the reasons I love anime is anime. Everything about Akira Toriyama is like sealed my childhood. Like when the moment he ascended or he ascended, I kind of felt like that episode, like One Piece, like my past, like the past arcs of my life, like sealed. You know,
Yeah.
And but it was a very grateful moment. It felt like I lost an uncle that I never met. You know, a friend I never met, a guide I always wanted to hear out of like the hero of Goku, discipline, strength, everything. Like I want to be like him. You know, even small things: be married, have Chi-Chi, have a son like Gohan. You know, everything that you encompass is like, you know, Akira Toriyama. It's like kind of paint the picture for you as a young man.
Yeah, we're talking about Akira Toriyama, the creator of Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball Super. And not only that, Dr. Slump and so many other mangas.
Yes.
I died and got reincarnated as Yamcha. No, he did so many spin-offs to his Dragon Ball. And somebody
He did that?
He did a bunch of spin-offs.
He did that spin-off of Adare went and became Jamsha. He did that one?
Yeah.
That's cool.
He did a bunch of different like funny spin-offs.
Man,
That's hilarious, man.
The goal, man. Everything. We're gonna miss it. Like it's so sad. It's like the death of like that hand, like that art style. Like he will, like you'll never hear that squeak again, like that. You know, and that kind of like it's a unique experience in the universe. Like it'll never happen again.
Yeah.
You know, and Akira Toriyama like existed, and to exist in the same time, it's like a blessing.
His art style is also so recognizable, man. I know I played Dragon Quest, and Dragon Quest was like playing an RPG with Dragon Ball characters, except that, you know, it was an RPG. And,
Nice.
It's
a classic.
It was like elves and everything. Just recently, he came up with a new one called Sandland.
I want to read the manga on that one. Hers really good. Funny.
Yeah, I mean, it's like it's clearly his art style, but it's a whole different manga, a whole new creation.
Yeah.
And that was just recently, you know.
Yeah.
So he was working up till.
Yeah, man. And so many people like inspired by the GOAT, bro. You know, like even the guy Oda, you know, Goda, One Peak, that's his sensei. Yeah. That's his Roshi. And also the guy Naruto, you know, like bro, you can tell who's Krillin, who's Goku in that, you know. In that aspect. But I'm sure he inspired like generations. He inspired me. You know, I can just inspire other animes, other mangakas.
He's been running the game, man, for damn near 40 years. You know, Akira Toriyama was definitely a big deal when it came to our childhood. He was some people's first introduction to anime, you know, and I'll stand on that as well. He was somebody who will always be remembered by his art style, what he stood for, and, you know, the things that he did inspired and pushed forward. Other mangas wouldn't even be here if it wasn't for him. You know, he really started something that left a hole, I think, in a lot of the fans' hearts, because there are so many projects that are currently still going on. Damae, you know, the manga was still going on. The live action, or I'm sorry, not the live action, the anime Super. You know, we haven't picked that up in a few years, but so much is going on right now, man, and it's really sad to see that, unfortunately, he'll never know how his story ends. But, man, did he set up one hell of a fucking world.
Amen.
So shout out to Akira Toriyama. This is definitely like losing a friend that you never had. It's like, I remember whenever my parents are like aunts and uncles got upset whenever Michael Jackson died. I was like, bro, you don't even know this fucking guy. He made Thriller.
But it's Michael Jackson.
Beat it.
It's Michael Jackson.
I'm like, I get it. But look, now when Akira
But
Toriyama
now
passes,
you get it.
I get it. I get it. I was like, this is our Michael Jackson, bro.
I feel like he's gone so young though. He was only 68, man. But again, he worked his whole life.
I wonder if that's it. I wonder if that's what happened. Like cigarettes, caffeine, late nights. I mean, the body,
non-stop manga.
Yeah.
your
manga
body
creator,
takes
man.
a toll, man.
I mean, had to be part of it.
but
But
thank you.
I mean, throughout the world, just everybody knows who the creator of
Country.
Everybody knows
people-
Dragon Ball.
Countries,
So all the creator, like everybody knows who the creator of Dragon Ball is, and everybody was paying their respects to it.
in an entire southern hemisphere of Latin America, from Colombia down to the coldest part of Argentina, they know the name Akira Toriyama.
Yes. It's mind blowing, mind boggling how much of an impact that man had all over social media, man, for like that week. Like it's been, even now, I can still scroll through my timeline right now, bro, and it's R.I.P. one of the fucking legends, one of the goats, you know.
If you were to ask a Mexican what embodies a Mexican, would it be the chile, the Mexican flag, or a picture of Goku? What do you think he would say?
Goku.
Goku drinking tequila,
Oof.
eating a chile, waving a Mexican flag.
Super Saiyan 1.
Yes, I seen it. I have that T-shirt.
Ascended Super Saiyan. I mean, everybody knows that story, man, that Toya was sending cease and desist letters over to Mexico. Like, you can't be streaming Ultra Instinct Goku versus Jiren.
No sé, no hablo japonés, no entiendo, sorry.
You can't be, like, doing public showings at the movie theater of the anime episode.
Bro, the presidential palace, they're showing it.
The middle of downtown, big-ass screen, Jiren versus Goku, final
Hilarious.
episode. But that's how big it was. That's how big it is in Mexico. I mean, it's pretty big here in the States too. But I mean, just to find out how big it's all over the world is wild. So
Rest in peace to the goat, man.
Rest in peace to the goat.
R.I.P. Akira Toriyama, bro.
Segue now. This is gonna be a soft, chill.
Thank you for
segue.
this one. Yeah, man.
A soft and tranquil segue out.
I like this.
We're gonna go into Oski's corner of anime recommendations.
Like you said, it's so, that's so funny.
Oski's corner of anime recommendations. As always, I'm gonna bring you some anime highlights. I haven't done this in a while, so I'm just gonna do a rapid fire round. Of
I still remember Maid Wars.
That's right. In our last segment, it was Akiba Made Wars. Go back and check out that episode. This segment, I'm gonna recommend 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm gonna give you 7 recommendations. All of which I think owe in some part influence or inspiration to Akira Toriyama.
Nice.
So,
Let's keep it going.
if you can believe that. Like I said, some of these are going to be hits, just, ones that you can always come back and revisit, and others are going to be the new ones. So first of all, I'm going to give you Attack on Titan. Okay?
Oh.
Attack on Titan. We all know it. And here's the thing.
Go back into our past episodes. The
Go back
Jaeger
into-
Manifesto.
Yes, the Jaeger Manifesto. Here's the thing. Without Dragon Ball, I don't think there's Attack on Titan, man. There's not, man.
It's not wrong, bro.
Yeah.
I don't.
Do you
argue with
see?
that.
Do you see?
Yeah. Well, the details. Yeah, absolutely. Story. Well, I think okay, this is gonna. I love Akira, but AOT storyline is fucking.
Yeah.
Like it's gonna be studied, bro. Like it's gonna sound weird, but people there's I majored in Shakespearean, I sounds weird, but someone's gonna say I majored in AOT, bro.
I bet you they will, son. At the end of the day, I bet they will, man.
It's a beautiful story.
And even for those people that are like barely getting into anime, my thing is, what was my thing? My thing is, Attack on Titan is like a good first anime to get into.
Yes.
I mean, of course, it has a bunch of crazy shit going on. But if you think, anime is for kids, show Attack on Titan to that one friend that is like questioning anime, show that to them, and they'll be like hooked. I feel like it.
No, absolutely. You hooked us, like you hooked me up in the for the series. I loved it.
Yeah.
Thank you for it.
Thank you, good sir.
And of course, it always gets nominated for a bunch of awards like Best Continuing Series, Best Animation, Best Director, Best Cinematography, Best Action, Best Drama, Best Main Character, Best Supporting Character, Best Score.
Yeah, One Piece.
All the nominations for Attack on Titan.
Oh,
Okay.
Okay, moving on to the next one. The next one is an anime film
Oh, okay.
that I also feel... Actually, this particular anime probably gets a lot of inspiration from Dragon Ball Z. Black Clover, Sword of the Wizard King. Okay, the movie in particular.
Pete Clover?
Pete Clover.
The movie,
Pete Clover.
Das movie.
The movie in particular is it's peak.
Yeah.
It's like really enjoyable.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch it again now.
And-
Thanks, man. I'm gonna watch it again. You know what?
Even if you haven't seen all of Black Clover, I was just hearing from a friend of a friend that they're like, man, I started Black Clover because I watched the movie when I went over to my friend's house.
Oh, worth it.
So they sat there and watched the movie and they're like, bro, what is this about? So they went back and watched the anime and they got
The
hooked.
fucking Wizard King, bro. That's
Oh.
what it's about.
Because the
I thought
movie,
you were gonna
the
say-
movie was fire.
No, what did she say? I thought you were gonna become the Wizard King.
My magic is never giving up.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
The way they power up, the way like he always finds a way to like push through, the way he's like trying to like, he's trying to save everybody, he's trying to protect everybody, but at the same time, this guy Asta's just looking for a fight. He's just ready to throw blows like Goku, you know.
And you know what's the good thing about Asta? I love. Yes, you're right because I think about it because like Goku, like Asta will hear you out. Like, okay, hold on. Before we 1v1 this, which I'm clearly excited for, I'm gonna hear your story. Like, why are you the bad guy? And that's the best part about Asta. He stays quiet. Like the Billy will go do his own monologue, and then from there, Asta be like, for real? That's what you're a bad guy? Nah, bro. Let me kick your ass, bro. Shut up, bro.
I'm over your shit. I'm over your shit. All right.
Asta will hear you out, bro.
Yeah.
But if it's not, he's like, nah, let's run this. Bro, let's run this.
That one you can check out on Netflix.
Yes.
Black Clover Sword of the Wizard King, nominated for Best Film. You can always check it out on Netflix. Attack on Titan, make sure you find it on Crunchyroll and Hulu.
That's right.
Peek.
Moving on to my next recommendation, Bleach, 1,000-Year Blood War.
I haven't seen the second part.
Okay, so it's really good, man. It was a lot better than I expected. And here's my thing: I didn't watch Bleach. You know, it never piqued my interest.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the original Bleach, I didn't watch it. In preparation to watch Bleach, 1,000-Year Blood War, because I wanted to watch it because the animation was fire. I was like, okay, let me watch a couple of recaps. So I watched a couple of recaps, and then I watched Bleach, 1,000-Year Blood War, and I thought I was ready for it. But there's probably a lot of things that went over my head because it's a direct sequel to the original Bleach.
So I remember I watched all of it. So I should watch it? Like, you think it's worth it?
Yeah, totally worth it. It's a direct sequel to it. There's so many things that are going over my head that went over my head just because I didn't watch the original Bleach and I only watched recaps. And I know the story. I remember watching a few episodes, but Bleach was just never my thing.
Gotcha. Okay.
But the 1,000-Year Blood War animation, the fights, I mean, this is straight up shonen.
Damn.
And it just goes right into the war. Right off the bat, the Soul Reapers are getting attacked. They're getting the Soul Society is getting invaded. People are dying.
By the Quincy, right?
By the Quincy's, yeah.
So Goku finally shows up. I get you.
Oh, man. Okay, so we spent like 4 episodes waiting for Ichigo to come in, and I was like, that is very Dragon Ball.
Very Dragon Ball.
We spent 5-6 episodes waiting for the Savior to finally show up. I was like, that is classic Dragon Ball.
Man, okay, that's cool.
That absolutely happens in the 1,000-Year Blood War because Ichigo is apparently way more powerful than anybody else.
Yes, because
which is like
he beat the main villain in the first part. Yeah, but he did it at a cost. Like it cost him his ability and shit. You know.
Yeah,
and that's how it ended.
The recap, yeah. But he gets new training, of course. They go.
Another training.
They go up to the palace. I'm not gonna be too much spoilers, but they go up to the Soul Palace. He gets additional training from another tier of powerful characters, which, you know,
the celestial angels of some shit. Yeah.
Well, it's because you got squads 1 through 13, and I'm guessing he went through them in the original Bleach. But now he's getting training from squad 0.
Dude, I know we're talking about Akira Toriyama, but like that thing about Ichigo going through the 13 captains. When I watched it years ago, it reminded me of the houses of Caballeros del Zodiaco. Because each general had their own house.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe I'll give the original Bleach a chance. Did you ever give the original Bleach a chance?
Nah, bro, I never did. Can't tell you.
When it came out, I think it's still good. The animation is 2000, so it's like watching like Water 7 animation.
That's still
because that came out in 2000. Exactly. You know, it's not bad. But back then, I was like, thank God, because Naruto was going through the, hey, villain, it's okay. I was lonely too. Like Naruto was trying to talk new jutsu, and it wasn't really fighting. Meanwhile, Ichigo, like Asta, like let's rock and run this shit, you know?
Like Goku, man.
Yeah, nice. I like that.
But it was great, man. So that's another one nominated for Best Action because it's clearly just an action anime.
Awesome, and thanks, man. I'm gonna check it out. I'm gonna check it out now.
Make sure you check that one out. My next recommendation, rapid fire. This one, I talked about it before, but I'm a full-on recommender because I finally went back and finished it because I hadn't watched the second part of it, the season 2. Birdie Wing, Golf Girl Story.
I want to watch it. I want to watch it.
I got like a different perspective of it because I finally finished it. And now that I learned a little bit more about it, it's almost by the same studio that did Blue Lock.
Shit.
My best pitch for it is imagine Blue Lock, but it's golf and it's girls.
Say less.
How many seasons? Bookmarking all of them.
It's 24 episodes, so it's a quick watch, and it's a full story. And at the end, there's an epilogue where it's like, you revisit the characters years later, which I love that in anime.
I love when they do that.
Is the epilogue a movie or epilogue like an episode?
No, it's just like the last 5 minutes of the
okay,
last episode. Like, 3 years later.
Okay.
See the characters.
Gotcha.
So I love epilogues in animes. So 24 episodes, but I talked about this before. This girl is a golfer, and she does underground golfing, and she gets involved with the mafia, and the mafia owns a building, and in the basement of this building they have like a golf course, which is automatic and mechanized, which can randomize and add different sections of the golf course in this basement. Is wild. I can't explain it right.
So Red Ribbon meets Cell Saga. I like it. Android. I like it. I see what you did there. I get it.
This girl has special moves. I talked about it. Like every one of her shots is one of her rainbow bullets, like a blue bullet, a red bullet, a rainbow bullet burst. So all the power moves, her golf shots, that whole idea of naming a power move, I think, comes from Dragon Ball.
100%, yeah. So, Kamehameha. KO times 10,
The Final Flash.
Yeah. Final Flash. I mean, how many? Yeah, bro. Everything.
Destructo Disc.
That kill cell.
Naming the moves. I mean, why do you have to name it? Why do you have to scream the name of the move as you're doing it?
It does go hard.
It does go hard.
Death Beam.
To this day.
Yes.
So check out Birdie Wing Golf Girl Story.
I mean,
you can find that one
cool
on
Crunchyroll. There's 3 fingers and
that's
that's cool.
Find that one on Crunchyroll. That was an original anime, so it's not based on a manga or anything.
Oh, nice. That's very rare.
Yeah, Bleach 1000 Year Blood War. Make sure you got that on Hulu. Birdie Wing on Crunchyroll. A couple more. Bocce the Rock. 12-episode anime.
Bocce the Rock.
This one's about a couple high school girls forming a band. But the main character, Bocce-chan.
Bocce-chan.
She deals with social anxiety to where it's crippling social anxiety, and she doesn't want to talk to anybody or go to high school.
Hilarious.
So very relatable character. And she finds it hard to talk to people. And it's a comedy, and it's about the rock band that they're forming. It's a slice of life. But this one actually got nominated for Anime of the Year.
12 episodes only?
12 episodes only.
What's it called?
Bocce the Rock.
Bocce the Rock.
12 episodes is about high school girls forming a rock band.
Something like I'm watching my kids?
Something you can watch with your kids, absolutely. It's like super light comedy. It's like
nice.
Super light comedy. The art style is also like super light.
Very, very cool.
So, but it got nominated for Anime of the Year, Best New Series, Best Director, Best Comedy, Best Slice of Life, Best Main Character, Must Protect at All Cost Character, Best Anime Song, Best Core.
Anime song? I gotta check it out now.
Yeah, like Bocce the Rock got nominated for a lot, and it won some of those awards. It was a little surprise of last year.
Nice.
So check that out on Crunchyroll as well.
I like that.
2 more before I end this segment. Buddy Daddies.
I heard about Buddy Daddies.
Buddy Daddies, 12-episode anime. It's about these 2 assassins, hitmen.
Yes.
That end up having to take care of this 4-year-old girl.
Yeah.
And hilarity ensues.
I like that.
So I thought it was gonna be a straight up comedy slice of life.
I like that theory.
And there's one episode where it's like literally slice of life. Like it's one episode where it's like literally all they do is go to a field day at the kindergarten or at the daycare.
I'm gonna cry, am I?
No, you're not gonna cry.
Okay.
But there's some episodes that get really fucking dark, and I'm like, who is this anime? And like
4.
Yeah, like there's some animes that I'm so confused about who they're for. It's like who's supposed to be the audience?
Am I right?
Because this is not like there's not an anime for kids. Because so the assassins have to deal with the fact that they killed the girl's dad because he was a mob boss or something. Before, like they didn't know she was the daughter, but they killed the girl's dad. And then they go find the mom, and the mom is like, I don't want that kid.
Oh, not at that.
So she's like, that's the worst thing that happened to my life. And there's a whole episode where they have to deal with that. And then by the end, they have to one of the assassins, one of the hitmen, he's the son of the father that's the leader of the organization. So they have to deal with all that shit. I think it's really dark.
What's it called? How many episodes?
Buddy Daddy's 12 episodes. It's really more a slice of life comedy, but then it has some really dark moments where I'm like, what am I watching? There's one where one of the bad guy assassins, he likes to take like the last words. Like he pulls out a notebook and takes the last words of everybody. He's like, all people have got their words, right? And in the last episode, spoilers. I'm going to give you some spoilers because this is fucking crazy. In the last episode, the two guys end up killing him, right? They have a really bad time because the assassin is a badass. So one of them stabs him in the back and the other one kicks him towards the front. So he falls backward and he falls on the knife and the knife like goes through his throat.
Oh, damn.
And he's sitting there gargling. And this guy that was obsessed with everybody's last words doesn't get last words because the knife went through his throat.
Damn.
I was like,
man.
Yeah. Bro, and like I was like, damn, because he's reaching for the notebook and he's trying to
write
talk.
it down.
His last words. I was, bro, that is heavy.
Meta as fuck. That's meta.
Heavy, bro.
That's meta as fuck.
It's so.
But it's more of a comedy. Nominated for Best Original Anime and Best Comedy and Must Protect at All Costs character because the little girl is cute as hell. So Buddy Daddy's on Crunchyroll.
Nice.
So last one before I run out of time. This one's a pretty popular one, Chainsaw Man. It's just I never finished it. I never watched the last few episodes because I got kind of bored of it. But I went back to it and finished the last few episodes. And somebody told me that, hey, check out all these 90s references in Chainsaw Man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I did see all the 90s references. Once I like started looking for them, I was like, the camera angles, the way the anime is working, it's all based on like 90s because Chainsaw Man is based in the 90s.
Yes. Yes.
So I did see it once I went back and saw it.
I did think that was very cool. I did hear students talking about that at school. They were like, yeah, bro, did you not realize this is not? I was like, is it? Damn, I guess, there was a lot of 90s shit that I was didn't pay attention to at the moment, in time. But that's pretty badass. I like that a lot.
Yeah.
So Chainsaw Man, I mean, that one, Anime of the Year, Best New Series, Best Animation, Best Character Design, Best Director, Best Cinematography, Best Art Direction, Best Action, Best Main Character, Best Supporting Character, Must Protect at All Costs Character, Best Animation, Best Score, Best Opening Sequence, Best Ending Sequence, all of that.
Damn. Make sure you watch Chainsaw Man.
On Crunchyroll and Hulu.
That's right.
And that is it for
Oski's
Anime Corner.
I like it. I love it. I love it. Yeah, make sure I watch it. I think we'll watch Buddy Daddy.
Buddy Daddy's is a really good one. Go watch that Golf
and
Girl
watch
story.
The Rock, yeah.
Birdie Wing.
Birdie Wing.
And you need to go back and watch Bleach.
I do. I need to watch that one, The 100-Year War.
And you need to watch all of them. Sorry.
I got to watch all of that shit. Yeah, I'm missing apparently.
But speaking of other big stories.
Okay.
Lisan-al-gaib! Lisan-al-gaib!
That was the worm I gave Merc's mom. Don't all the worms are like open assholes?
At the end of the day,
I thought that's what they were.
They're Arrakis' open asshole.
And what are we talking about? We're talking about Dune.
Dune 2, ladies and gentlemen.
We're a little late on it, but we wanted to give you our thoughts on Dune.
Yeah, I love it, man.
Timothy
Lisan-al-gaib.
Chalamet, Zendaya. Who else is in this bitch?
Zendaya's
Josh
a cutie,
Brolin.
man. She's
Austin
such a cute
Butler.
little. She's such
Austin
a cutie. Zendaya,
yeah.
she's pretty,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah.
I see it. Like,
Man, she's a good actress. I mean, gotta give it to her.
she is.
She can act with like very little.
Thank you for that. Okay, so that's what I liked about the movie because it shows the same thing that's written in the book, right? Which is the idea of the prophet or the idea of it, right? Is it manufactured through centuries of fake manufacturing consent?
Or propaganda.
Or is it real? Did they force it through their own beliefs, like through their own, like, no, there has to be a foreign entity that comes down from the skies, helps us and terraform this fucking planet from desert into a lush forest.
Yeah.
The idea
Right?
is that the outside forces, I forget what the ladies are called.
The Bene Gesserit.
The Bene Gesserit, they planted that seed. And after they planted the seed, I'm sure the religion evolved, but the idea of the prophet was planted as a fake thing by the Bene Gesserit.
10,000 years, the arrogance is to create a godlike figure and control the godlike figure. It's like
an
that's
outside
arrogant.
figure, somebody that will come in from the outside, not one of their own.
And I love how they show that in the movie. Besides the technology, besides the desert, it was like I love how they showcased that in the movie, which was like in the movie, like, is it real or is it all? Because that's the whole point of the book. Is like at the end of the day, were these people were the what do you call them, the citizens of Arrakis,
The Fremen,
were they
Iraqis.
If there was no Freeman, if there was no Lisan-al-gaib, could they done it themselves? You know. But and then it shows you like through technology and the spice, which is the magic. You know, you
The
kind
spice, which at the end of the day is just a drug. It's just LSD.
That's what it is.
Cocaine is a hell of a drug.
It's just the moon rocks, bro.
Which me watching the movie, I didn't realize that what spice was. I thought it was like some kind of fuel.
No, I didn't have X-Photo actually giving me the breakdown of like, all right, bro, this is what this shit is.
What is?
Yeah. He gave me like the quick, what you need to know before watching Dune 2 kind of thing.
Yeah, break it down, bro.
So he was just like, all right, bro, so check it. There's these fucking people that are all about ruling shit with power. There are these people that are tired of ruling the shit with power and they want their own fucking peace on this earth. The spice is what, gets these people fucked up in order to figure out space-time travel. I'm like, Nandea? He's like, yeah, bro, trust. These bases, they see these problems in like VR. And this is how they map out fucking space travel and shit like that. And the people that are really fucked up all the time, you never see their faces because it's just covered in orange.
They're fucking basically human computers.
Yes.
And they kind of reference it in the movie a little bit.
The first part I saw with my sister.
Yeah, in part one, they reference it in the movie, and it doesn't really quite click.
Yeah.
Because the concept of spies is kind of out there. So I think that's why they didn't really like focus on it on the movie, because it's like
it's the power around the spice.
Yeah, it's the power around the spice. We know that spice is used for space travel.
Yeah.
So we need it, and it only comes from Arrakis.
Right.
Yeah.
So this is the only place in the galaxy that we know of that has this place.
Yeah.
And at one point, they were in the first movie. They talk about they were trying to terraform Arrakis until they found the spice and they found the uses for it, and they're like, "No, we must leave it a desert."
Yeah, and I get how they do, because like if you think about it, to get a point A to point B, it's not just a straight line, because space. You think about it. Oh, it's space. There's nothing in between there. The idea is like as you get to point one to point B, the distance, a meteor might come and just and end it. So I get the idea of like how the space, like, oh, I can like mathematically calculate the future, like, oh, we're gonna get there on this time at this date through like because it's shown in part one, because I rewatched it. They were like, hey, what does it take to come down to this fucking planet for a notice? Oh, it takes blah 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 berries and whatever navigators, and the guy
talk about how many navigators it takes, how many of those computers it takes.
Yeah, because the idea is like the Matrix happened, right? Like imagine Dune post Matrix. Like, hey, we free from computers. We're never doing this AI shit again. So from here on out, we're using organic shit like spice. So it's human beings telling you how to get a point A to point B.
Oh, that's apparently in this world, you don't get that from the movie, but in Dune, in the books, they explain that AI tried to take over at some point, and that's why they don't really fuck with computers anymore.
Yeah, if you want to, you can watch Matrix 1, 2, 3, and then Dune.
That's hilarious. But yeah, I mean, it was good overall. Oh, and then X-Fur actually blew my mind. He's like, whenever they do the deep voice, that's the version of the Force, and I was like,
but
okay.
Tico broke it down better, where it's like it's all science based, right?
It's all science based.
That's right.
Apparently, in the book, it's
the pitch.
Yeah, of course, George Lucas's Star Wars took a lot from Dune and like quote unquote made it better. But the voice it's all science based, so it's got to do with the pitch. Like the Bene Gesserit master the science of using the pitch in your voice to control others.
Yeah,
damn.
So I thought that was really
they could
cool.
do wonders with that throat, huh?
Damn, don't believe him.
Hey-o! This woman that vocalized most of this movie. Okay, the woman in the background in this whole movie. How much did she get paid for this?
Bro, I hope so much. I hope she got paid.
How many lines did she record? Or is it just one line?
It's just one long line.
Just that bar, bro. That's pretty much, man.
No, and then homeboy drinks the poison and becomes Aaron from Attack on Titan.
Oh, the worms.
Okay,
so
here we go.
Okay. No, go for it.
The worms.
Yeah,
the worms.
Well, the worms. Yeah, it turns out the worms shit the dust. So that's why they're so.
yeah, it's fucking wild.
So I get it. Like in the scene where like they get that liquid cocaine out of the worm. You know, I like to think he's still tweaking, like he never woke up and he's imagining all this.
He died after the poison.
Yeah, no, he's still like tweaking. He's just like,
Oh, it's just taking a lifetime for him. Yeah. Those few seconds are like fucking months, years.
a whole lifetime, you know?
No, there is something about him being like this prophesized. I forgot what the term is.
Messiah.
From
pretty
the
much.
Bene Gesserit. The Bene Gesserit used a different word for it. But it's
Never
like,
and yet.
it's like there's gonna be one of them that's gonna be so powerful. Da, 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 da.
Like, if you think about it, Eren Yeager's like, whenever he was in that tree of life, it was in the fucking sand.
And it was all spies.
That's what I'm
it, bro.
saying. It's the same. It's the thing is like he says, and you said it yourself. He can see dimensions. It's the same concept, you know. Like dimensions means that he could have also been Anakin.
Yes.
Well, and remember, like his little here we go. His sister Leia is able to see all of humanity. She sees because when she took that warm juice.
Oh yeah, the juice.
Warm juice.
She had that drink. It looks like Hennessy.
Let it loose.
My bad. It looks like Hypnotic. Continue.
So when Lady Jessica took the warm juice, it didn't go to her. It went to the
baby. Yeah. That's
so,
what they were fucking freaking out. They're like, she's pregnant, bitches.
Yeah.
What y'all
So
do?
the baby is actually the one that got connected to all the past generations, and in some weird way also to the future generations.
Yeah.
So
Eren, yeah.
they don't really explain it, but like she's also able to see what's gonna happen.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's what at the end of the movie you see her as.
That's right. The doll at the ocean.
Is it Anya Taylor-Joy?
Argentinian lady.
Yeah, Argentinian girl.
Yeah. Alice in Wonderland lady. Was it her? I just don't know any movies that she's also been there, you know?
The Queen's Gambit.
Queen's, thank you.
Let's go with that.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
But she appears there at the end as a grown woman.
Mm-hmm.
That's because she's also able to see the future.
Yeah, and she tells Paul, like, let me tell you this history of our. The history means past and what's gonna happen.
Yes. So to you, 2,000 years in the past.
Yeah.
From you.
That's sick. That's so sick, dog.
Give me the sound effect one more time.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah. No, but he did go full Eren Yeager.
No, he did. Hopefully everybody listening gets
Nah,
that.
80. He's gonna do 81%.
No, he
just
did
to prove a
61.
point.
In the book, he said he did 61 billion people perish right after. Because the idea is right after he committed jihad, like religious war. Like jihad means it's kind of like what the. Okay, it's kind of like what they fear, right? It's like you either submit to the religion or I kill you.
It's the Crusades.
Right. Oh.
Yes, it is. That's exactly what he committed. And the idea, because it ties back, bringing it back to the Bene Gesserit, the idea of religion is that you're so religiously committed to the individual, you're willing to do whatever it takes for it.
Like my
goes
boy,
to his
like my
vision.
boy Stilgar. My boy Stilgar always hyping my man Paul up. I'm just saying, get you a friend like Stilgar, bro.
Imagine like millions and billions of
I
people
wanna,
like that.
I wanna turn on my laptop and you be like, Lisan-al-gaib.
Lisan-al-gaib.
As is written.
It is written.
I see it was written.
You know what though? So that makes sense though. That's what he's like. I see billion starving in my name. Remember? I see.
It's the war. Yeah, it's the war that's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Like, matter of fact, that's why I think Paul is not like Anakin. Like a lot of people are comparing Paul and Anakin. Paul didn't want to take this power on.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, he avoided it.
As much as he could, you're right.
And he didn't really get tricked into doing it. He only did it because it was the only way to win.
Because it's hype, man.
And now that he has it, because it's that man, now that he has it, he's using it.
Oh yeah.
Unlike Anakin, that he got tricked into the dark side.
Couldn't agree more.
And now that he did use the dark side eventually, but he was still serving somebody.
Yes, he became a slave. He became when he was a boy, a slave.
So Anakin got tricked all the way around.
Sorry.
Yeah, I agree 100%. The only thing
Well,
they
Paul
used,
didn't. I mean, Paul got tricked up to an extent, but at this point, he's using his power, and he's telling the Bene Gesserit, he's like,
silence.
yeah.
Yeah. No, I think the only basic thing they used was like the fact that Paul saw like the consequences of his inaction led to the death of his baby mama. What's her name? Chani.
Cheney.
That's the only thing they used. That like Anakin did the same thing. It's like, oh, she's gonna like a president of her baby mama, and from there, that's it. Like, definitely, I agree 100%. Paul is not Anakin. Anakin became a slave, a robot slave, while Paul ascended into what he didn't want to become.
Right. Yeah, that's a good one. Damn, that's good, buddy.
Now, mind
I see where
you,
he's coming from.
the author of Dune has stated, and it is, Dune is a cautionary tale about the savior complex.
Yeah, that's on you, as it because he's really talking about to the freeman. Like you, the audience, are the freeman, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
So you were the guys getting tricked.
yeah.
Mhm.
So it's funny because even back in 1960s, whatever, 1960s.
Yeah,
Am I right?
yeah,
Was it that old?
pretty much.
60s, 70s.
67, something like
When
that.
the book came out, everybody hailed Paul as a hero. And he's like, yo. If you think Paul's a hero of the story, then you're not quite getting what the
You're
book
not
is about.
listening. You're not picking up what I'm putting down,
So he
brah.
literally wrote sequels. He wasn't planning on revisiting Dune, but he wrote sequels to like show the people that Paul was not the hero of the story.
Help motherfuckers out.
So I look forward to that. Like when they show the next movie, they show just what the author intended, what Paul really is, the villain in the story, the Marco Corleone.
Well, you're supposed to get it in Dune Part 2. You're supposed to see it, the dangers of false prophets and false propaganda.
I can't help but
And
root.
he tells you, he's like, all of these prophecies, like even Paul says it, he tells them straight up. He's like, these are all planted by the Bene Gesserit. And, homeboy's still like, Lisan-al-gaib.
All right, fuck it, he says. Yeah,
He's the Muad'Dib.
fuck it. He says, fuck it, I'll take it.
I loved how
Because he rose with it, you're right.
I love how Josh Brolin's character kept like pulling Zendaya down or in or out of the fucking thing.
That was interesting.
Because I was like, because she wants to stand up. He's like, I know how this shit's gonna go. Get the fuck out of the way. I'm telling you, you don't want none of this smoke, bitch. Like, get up, get down, bow your head when you're supposed to.
Yeah,
because he's like, this is a train. This train is going. It's fucking
Facts.
gone. Like,
And then what I thought about is like he's seen this before. He's seen people ascend to power before.
he's even told him. He's like, you
and
know how this
that
shit's gonna
the
go.
power is going to change you. So he's seen it. People ascend to power and how power changes people. And
Yes.
he's like, girl, get down.
No, it makes sense because she wanted a teenage love story in the desert. But that's Paul fucking Atreides with
Atreides.
72 nuclear warheads, bro.
Well, yeah, he's got the power.
Yeah, he does have fucking crazy power. Shit that he thought it was never even.
She wanted that sandworm, and he's got the.
Just
nukes.
sit back and enjoy the fireworks, baby.
Like, how's it going?
I love you. Why are you making this a big deal?
I love you. But I'm gonna marry that girl over there. I did like the climax of the movie when he was fighting the other guy. I forget.
Elvis Presley.
Played by Elvis Presley,
Yeah.
Austin Butler, who did a wonderful job playing that villain.
He did.
But that fight was great, man.
And
He was actually a really cool character. He barely had any lines.
Bro,
He got played by the Bene Gesserit. He's like, I'm not gonna bend to your will, woman.
bro.
And then she showed her little shoulder, and he was like,
Oh, you got pussy. Oh shit, that's all you had to say.
I stick my hand in your box. What?
Shit.
As is written.
You ain't gotta say silence, girl.
Anyway, so Dune 2, man, what would you guys rate it?
A great movie. I can't wait for the next book. 8.9.
Oh, I like that.
You know what? It's a really good movie.
Out
I
of
mean, the visuals, the cinematography,
Facts. Bars. The beginning bar, like when that balloon thing and those first soldiers came down, bro. It's like
Oh,
watching.
yeah.
You ever seen those old school 70s pictures of like concept art?
Yeah.
It's so cool. Yeah.
Exactly what I saw. And I was like, this guy fucking did
Yeah,
it.
so it's a spectacle to watch,
Facts, man. It's a bar.
But it's different kinds of movies, Like the director himself, he said, he's like, I don't like dialogue. If I could do the movie without dialogue, I'm okay with that. So in that effect, I think it's an antithesis to a Quentin Tarantino
I just saw
movie.
Jackie Brown, and I love the scene in the mall, and they're just chitty throwing stories.
Some directors like Tarantino like dialogue and make their movies all about dialogue. There's some directors that are more about the visuals.
Facts. No, you're right. I just saw
And it's
Jackie
like,
Brown.
I'll only put as much dialogue in the movie as I need to. And the movie is more about the visuals. So it's still an A1 movie. It's probably going to be nominated for Best Movie of the Year next year.
Right.
I give it.
So
Best supporting actor and best actor. You know how I'm gonna do too.
I'm gonna piggyback and give it an 8.9.
All right. I'm going to go ahead and give it a solid 8.5.
Okay.
You know, good film. I would highly recommend it. You got to go watch it in the theaters. Go check it out. Go buy a popcorn bucket and then use it later.
Yeah, that's funny because I didn't go to AMC, so I didn't get to see those popcorn buckets in person.
Yeah.
Because I'm a Regal fan here.
That's right, baby.
Use code WBM6969 on the Regal app today to get an error message.
That's right.
But make sure you download the Regal app. It just got an upgrade.
That's right. Oh, shit. That's hilarious. Guys, remember, you buy the membership. 2 minutes pays for itself.
That was just good delivery, huh?
That was great. All right. Anyway, Suki, where's the music at?
Well, did you like the movie, Suki?
Anyway, we'll get her next time.
We'll get you next time,
Guys,
girl, I promise.
this has been the WBM podcast. This is one of your hosts. It's your boy, Merk. Please make sure you guys are following us at YouTube, TikTok, Twitter, and Instagram, all at WBM_podcast.
Descansa en paz, Akira Toriyama Sensei. This is your boy, Xfer. I don't know if Google Podcast is still alive, but you should be finding us there. We're still going.
We're now on YouTube podcast.
YouTube Podcast, Apple Music, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and all that jazz.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was just taking one drink for my sensei, Akira Toriyama.
That's right.
One more time, check out the website, WBMpodcast.com, and send your topics to the boys at WBMpodcast.com. We're always looking for new topics.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Until then, make sure you guys vote to free Pornhub, and we'll catch you guys in the next one.
We out.
Peace.